Hello everybody, today I want to explain you how to prepare and the wires harness for the Avital 4105L one-way remote starter kit. Stick with me and I will start to proceed and explain you. So this is the Avital outside the box. So over here we have the manual of every single harness and the color code in this sheet that I have here. This is the brain. So it has a drawing where it goes every connection of the harnesses on the left hand. So as you can see, we have the primary harness, remote starter harness, heavy gauge harness, the one that is going to go to ignition, and we got satellite and lock and unlock harness. Those are the main ones we're going to use. Also there is a programming button and also the antenna also, but those are very easy because they just go connected to the brain, so it's not complicated. So I'm gonna explain you now one by one, at least the only ones we're gonna use, starting with the primary harness. So as you can see right here, I left other wires wrapped because we don't need those. The only two wires we're gonna use according to the color codes is the black, which is ground, and also the white one, which is for the flashlights. You know, hazard lights. When you unlock the car, they let you know that you're unlocking the car. So those are the only two that we're gonna use from the primary harness. And then we have the next one is gonna be the remote starter, but this harness, it has many different wires that has many different functions. One of them, this remote starter kit came with a hood pin that I will talk about later. But from the second harness, which is the remote start harness, I only gonna use one wire, which is the brown wire. The brown wire, we're gonna use it and attach it as it is from this harness that it has the purple. So that brown wire, the purpose of that hooking up that wire is you have to look on the top of the pedal, on the top of the pedal of the brake. There is a wire that is always constant power, and what happens is that you're gonna look for that wire on the brake pedal, that you will see it in the car cable color code sheet, that is for the brake cable. So you're gonna attach that cable, and then what happens is, let's say you start remote your car, right? And while it's on and you haven't go out to drive your car, somebody is able to open the door, so that cable prevent and shut off the engine when somebody step on the pedal, so they don't have no way to go. So that's for security. And right here we have the antenna. This antenna, just plug it. You see it's a long cable that you have to, so you just gotta plug it to the brain, and you find your way to run it around the trim and hide it. So this is the control, which has you know, it works, it gives signal and works together with the brain and gives signal to the remote in order to turn on the car from I don't know exactly the distance, but it's a very long radio that is able to turn on the car. So we already took the antenna, we put it on the side. That's easy, we don't have to deal too much with it. And now remember, this is part number one of the whole process. And now I want to talk about the pin that I told you that it goes in the hood. So this pin you install on the hood is in order to, it has other purpose that I don't know exactly what it is. It's like when you install an alarm, I guess you need that in order to the alarm don't activate because they know that the hood is open. So that's the main purpose of that. So I'll explain you a little bit here, as you can see. But honestly, for this system, we're not gonna need that. And also this other wire, we're not gonna need it. I think that's described as a satellite. So I want you to right now I want to show you this cable that I have here is the programming button. This is another cable that it doesn't require setup. You just go close in the brain, and this button help you to activate or program the controls. Let's say one of the control breaks, so you use that button for programming. This is the side of the heavy gauge relay, you know, the harness. This main harness is for the ignition, like in order this gonna go to the ignition switch. This has two red 12 constant power, two red wires protected with a fuse, you know. But from those two red wires, you're just gonna use one. So I left the other one wrapped, and you see this is that was the color code for the Subaru Forester. So you can pause the video and I'll explain you which cable is which. So as I say, this orange cable is for accessories. The red one of the red cables goes to constant power, and if you put a pause in the video, you can see that red wire goes to that constant power, you know. And actually the color code sheet of the Subaru is not so complicated. It doesn't use too much wiring. So remember, this is preparations. I'm gonna keep giving a follow-up with these videos. So this pink is the one who goes to the starter cable, I mean the ignition switch, and this purple goes to the starter number one. So you only need 4 cables of this harness, so you don't need all of them, just 4 of them, because the ignition switch in the Subaru Forester, it has 4 wires. This is how the ignition switch wire look like. Is the blue head connector is the one for the ignition switch, and where the other cable is gonna go together. So this was the ignition switch harness. I just wanted to show you in that picture how it looked like, where you have to. It is underneath the steering column, so you have to disassemble the steering column, something that we'll do later. So this is lock and unlock wires. We can see right here that the blue wire is the unlock, and the green wire is the lock, is for locking the doors. So according to this cable color sheet, so we can appreciate that. So you can pause the video and take a look. So blue for unlock and green for lock. So right now I will also show you in the Subaru cable color sheet, red white is for lock, and unlock is yellow red. So what you do is to match this cable, because those cables are coming out of the keyless entry in your car. So that's where you're gonna attach these cables, and the other end is gonna go to the brain, as I say. So this is very important, because you're not only gonna have ignition. I mean, you're not gonna just turn on the car. It comes with that feature that you can lock and unlock the car, so they work together. So the control give order. Those are the cables that unlock and unlock the car. So this is pretty much it for getting ready and prepared. I will see you in part number 2.